North Korea carries out sixth missile launch in 2 weeks. North Korea fired another 2 ballistic missiles on Thursday, the sixth such banned launch in less than 2 weeks. Pyongyang on Wednesday said its recent blitz was a response to joint U.S. and South Korean military drills. On Tuesday, Pyongyang fired a ballistic missile over Japan, prompting the U.S. to call an emergency UN Security Council meeting. At the meeting, the U.S. accused Russia and China of protecting the North from stronger sanctions. Moscow and Beijing had given Pyongyang blanket protection, the U.S. ambassador to the UN said. The Chinese and Russian representatives said increased dialogue was better than punishment. On Wednesday, the U.S., Japan and South Korea carried out military drills which they said were a response to Tuesday's launch. The U.S. said there was no equivalency between a banned missile test fire and security drills. However, North Korea sees such exercises as proof its enemies are preparing for an attack. South Korea and Japan said the first of Thursday's missiles, launched at about 6 o'clock local time, 2100 hours GMT, flew about 350 kilometers, 217 miles, with a maximum altitude of around 100 kilometers, while the second missile had a flight range of about 800 kilometers at an altitude of around 50 kilometers. The recent flurry of launches is strongly reminiscent of the period leading up to its last nuclear weapon test in 2017. Back then, as is happening now, the North tested missiles, there was no dialogue with the U.S., and Pyongyang fired 2 missiles over Japan. Satellite imagery shows that the North has been restoring tunnels at their nuclear testing site, which they had claimed to have destroyed in 2018 during a short-lived diplomatic rapprochement with the U.S. under President Trump. Last month, North Korea also revised its nuclear laws, with leader Kim Jong-un declaring his country an irreversible nuclear power. With everything in place, Kim appears to be waiting for a politically opportune moment to carry out its 7th nuclear test. Analysts believe a test is most likely to happen during the window of 3 weeks between the Communist Party Congress in China later this month and the U.S. midterm elections in early November.